After Season 9 of Below Deck Mediterranean saw Carrie O'Neill join the Mystique crew, she was able to evaluate the chemistry between Ellie Bri, Aesha Scott, and Bri Muller. Most recently, during episode 16, Carrie expressed her opinions when Aesha made a remark that infuriated Ellie and Bri regarding Carrie's speed. It was somewhat accurate. Work quicker if they were going to become upset over it. The Below Deck Mediterranean after show, which you can see above, included Carrie explaining that Aesha wouldn't have much to say to you at that point. I've never witnessed somebody taking as long to adorn the ship as Ellie did. My thoughts are, what the FCK are you doing? Are you assembling these decorations after creating them? They will arrive in bags. Take them out of the bags. The theme is prepared. It's not difficult at all. The Scottish native continued by saying that she could see Aesha was exhausted as soon as they got on the boat. As soon as I saw it, I looked to the other two. The pace seemed a little off, and I was on the verge of believing they were only visiting for the vacation. Carrie said, I didn't see much of a work ethic there with the two of them, and Aesha is a skilled worker. She aspires to perform well and provide good service. I could imagine her choosing not to take breaks over giving up service since the other two. Well, I don't believe they were really stepping up to the plate. The other stews, naturally, thought otherwise. Ellie described the encounter as discouraging, as Aesha pointed up Carrie's speed throughout the sit-down. Although I understand that Aesha was attempting to motivate us, it really demoralized us. You can't really tell crew members who have been working hard for the whole charter season that they have to move as quickly as someone who recently arrived. Bri said, she was basically just saying that Ellie and I are F-seeking slow. However, after giving her so much time off and working for a whole season, it is rather difficult to keep up that pace. You can't expect us to behave like the hyperactive Duracell bunnies that she did, you know? Aesha said she just wanted Ellie and Bri to know how impressed she was with Carrie's work ethic. Aesha stated, she brought back memories of me when I was the hungriest, thirstiest second stew ever, and would just run all day. I don't think I would have experienced worry even once if the season had begun with Carrie. When Ellie Bri went on a power trip that affected the rest of the interior staff, Below Deck Mediterranean's Aesha Scott eventually confronted her. Aesha began to observe how frequently Ellie would give Stu's Bri Muller and Carrie O'Neill instructions during the Monday, September 15 episode of the Bravo hit. Ellie, meantime, wondered why Aesha was now treating her in a different way. Ellie said in a confessional that since Carrie joined the team, there has been a noticeable change in Aesha's conduct toward me. Here I am, thinking, what about me? Do you remember me? When her subordinate began playing around rather than completing her work, Aesha had good cause to stop depending on Ellie as much. Upon witnessing Ellie loitering in the crew mess rather than tidying the yacht, Aesha confronted her. Have none of the things I've stated to you been heard? Aesha said, addressing the cameras. We are about to pick up charter, and you are just flouncing around the crew mess. She seems to be attempting to aggravate me. Ellie shared, I feel like I have to check out a little bit because I don't like how I am being treated, indicating that Aesha's new strategy didn't inspire her to work harder. I am aware that Aesha aspires to the best standards for yachts, but the approach she is doing is having the opposite impact. It wasn't only Aesha who noticed Ellie trying to take the lead inside. Ellie seemed to be prioritizing bossing Carrie about as well. She remarked, I've needed a break from my really stressful job, but Ellie is definitely trying to be the alpha dog. Therefore, it's kind of pleasant to step back from that obligation for a short period. Tensions worsened later in the show when Ellie attempted to use her authority. At first, she didn't enjoy having Carrie dictate to her what to do. That is really a wonderful feeling. She jokingly informed the cameras, as a second stew, having the floater tell me what to do at this point. Carrie was allowed to wash the laundry at the same time that I was booted out, so why is that now? When Aesha and Ellie began issuing commands, things only became worse. Please, Carrie, could you hop inside the pantry? I need assistance decorating, please, Carrie and Bri, Aesha said before Ellie joined in over the radio. Aesha took advantage of the occasion to openly remind Ellie that she was in command. What Ellie is playing at, I have no idea. Aesha pointed out that she could be trying to convince Carrie that, hey, bitch, I do have some power here. Ellie, surprise, I'm gonna swoop in and blow out your candle. The chief stew then said, I have noticed Ellie kind of overstepping her role, realizing she needed to talk to Ellie. Ellie may believe that the chief stew's job is to just lead by example and provide directives to others. Even though Aesha saw Ellie's disobedience, she didn't confront her until the second stew threatened her position. Chef Jonathan Shillingford received orders from Aesha, which Ellie mimicked shortly after. Aesha said in a confessional that she hasn't once stated that we are clearing on the radio during the entire season. For me, it was this straw that broke the camel's back. It's excessive. Pulling Ellie aside as the show was coming to a finish, Aesha said, I think it is annoying because there has been a build-up. As for the second, I think you went too far. The second role is to assign tasks while I'm not present. You are not delegating. However, if I am on the floor, over the past few days, I've been increasingly aware of it. It just cannot occur, which is really annoying. She said, I feel like you have so much disrespected my position for your own ego that I am at this point. I had to spoil her during this season. Ellie insisted, nevertheless, that she would never treat her supervisor poorly. Aesha's argument concerning Ellie was supported by footage from earlier in the season, as revealed by flashbacks. At the end of the episode, Ellie said, I don't know why Aesha is just making me the scapegoat and blaming me for everything.